Hey everybody, Justin at ID Chrysler here in Bismarck. Well, I got a good one for you today. Havoc Edition 2023 Ram TRX. This thing is a beast. It is ready to do whatever you want it to do. As you can hear from the exhaust, you got that 6.2 liter supercharged Hellcat V8, 702 horse, 650 foot-pounds of torque, running through an 8-speed automatic. It has 8 driving modes. The gear ratio is actually 355 gears on this. The rear end is a locking differential. It has the Bilstein, or Bilstein, however you want to say it, Blackhawk active suspension system on it. It has remote nitrogen reservoirs for the shocks. Really good for rebound and compression when you're going. 11.8 inch is of ground clearance, 13 inches of front travel, and 14 inches of rear suspension travel. This truck is, it's got everything you ever would want to need in a truck if you're going to do a little bit of off-roading. I tell you what, got a guy at work here has one. We got about 1.5 foot of snow back in January, February or so, and he probably was one of the ones that got here to work faster because, hey, it works great in the snow too. Come around the front here, as you can see, you got the TRX front end, you got the heavy-duty steel bumper, all LED lighting. It does have front rear park sensors. It has adaptive cruise control. You got the air intake up there. A lot of people ask me what's with the little lights on the hood and the fender flares and everything. Because of how wide it is with the wider fenders, because of the suspension and the tires, due to the government regulations, we actually have to put those on there, just like you see on people with like 1-ton dualies and things. We've actually had 2 of these. We sold one about a month ago. The only difference between that one and this one is it had the TRX black matching steps on it. Show you a few things here. I'll show you the back seat. That's Baja yellow on the outside. On the inside, you got the full black and leather interior with Alcantara trim. The front and back seats are heated and cooled. Back here, you can see you got multiple USB plug-in charge ports. You got a house-style charge port. It also has the carbon fiber package, so you can see the carbon fiber trim on the center console. And also, of course, it's made for playing, but it's also for comfort. 19-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. You got the full panoramic sunroof. These seats, there's a handle down here. It's a little easier when you have 2 hands, but you pull this seat will actually recline a little bit, so your backseat passengers have a little bit more comfort. Special backs on here on the backs, mat pockets and everything. Little hooks so you can, you know, put whatever you want in there. Basically, just a neat design. All-weather floor mats, in-floor storage. Of course, you need more. You can flip the seat up. You have under-seat storage, and then this will fold out to about here, so when you put things underneath the seat, they don't slide forward. Rear end defroster and a power sliding window in back. Show you up them shock absorbers a little bit. Of course, you got the Goodyear Wrangler Territory 8Ts on this, 325/65 R18s. This one has the fold-out ram steps, so it's easier to jump in the truck box if you're going to be hauling some things, which you can do. You got tow hooks on the back, class 4 receiver hitch. You can pull with this. It's got the trailer brake controller and everything. Spray and bed liner. It's got the additional ram link bars in there, so you have more tie downs. You also have the LED lighting. This one has a full camera package, 360 cameras. It's got the camera that shows you down in the truck box, the whole 9 yards. Come around over here to the driver's side. While we're here, heated power folding mirrors with blind spot monitoring. Like I said, both front buckets, very comfortable. Power on both sides, power lumbar, heated, cooled. Like I said, it's got the carbon fiber package, so you got more carbon fiber all over the place. You got that Prowler yellow stitching on it. Of course, you've got the Ram plaque with your VIN number, limited edition. Got more suede up on the dash, more stitching, nice leather trim. Of course, you got multiple glove boxes just like our regular Rams. It's kind of fun having a TRX sitting here because you got this one sitting here, and then we got a regular crew cab short box Bighorn sitting here, so you can kind of tell there's a little bit of a size difference here. Got the heavy-duty tow hooks in the front. Of course, it's a TRX. Got a full skid plates all over the place underneath. We'll jump in the driver's seat here, show you some of the neat tech features. This one is sold and it is for sale. $106,445. We have no markup on this. That's where we're pricing it at. Gas miles, of course, you know, 10 in the city, 14 highway. I mean, with something like this, honestly, who's really worried about that? Auto down front mirrors. You got 2 settings to set for memory on the front driver's seat. Power fold, like I said. Power adjustable pedals. manual tilt and telescopic steering column. You do have the automatic headlamps. Okay. Jump on in here. And of course, you have the Alcantara and leather steering wheel. This thing is amazing. More carbon fiber. Real paddle shifters. Adaptive cruise on this one. Right now, the new fully configurable display here. So right now I am on the performance summary. Air fuel mixture on the far left. We got our boost gauge. We got actually a horsepower meter and your foot-pounds of torque. If I tap the throttle here, it responds quite fast. You can actually go through, there's other, more important things, I guess you could say. Coolant temp, tranny temp, intake air temp, all that good stuff. Tire pressure, volts, you can go through. Fully configurable. You can test your 60 foot, your quarter mile, eighth mile, 0 to 60. There's a bunch of different things you can do through here. It's like I said, this is a truck, but it's a very performance truck also. Honestly, I call this a super truck. We'll go through a few more of these here. Regular speedometer, and then also you have your digital analog gauges on the outside. Okay, over here you can see this one also has lane keep assist and departure warning, so you can turn that on or off. That will tell you if you're, swerving in and out or whatnot. But yeah, really nice setup here. We'll go through a couple more things. Fuel economy, it's been idling. I mean, it's not going to get the best right now. You can have your navigation screen up in front of you, so you don't have to take your eyes off the road, basically, or the gauges. Also, to throw into that, taking your eyes off the road, I hope you can see it. Fully configurable heads-up display. So you got your speed, you got your lane departure information on there, you got your adaptive cruise when you turn it on, all that stuff. Go down another one. Of course, more off-road settings. You can tell you what your tire angles are when you're steering. Wheel articulation per wheel. The tires will move when you're doing some off-roading and everything. Go over one more. Also your pitch and roll. Trailer tow. You can tow with this, absolutely. Like I said, it's got a trailer brake controller. It also has a tow haul mode along with those other 7 settings. You set up a speed warning, all that kind of stuff if you want to. Depends on who you're letting drive this. We'll go back just to the digital, or analog and digital. You can do just a digital speedometer and tachometer. Okay. You can go over to this one. It'll tell you what gear you're in. When you're in drive, it'll show 1 through 8. You got your speedometer. It's also a G-force meter over on the right-hand side. Or you can go here. You have your oil pressure, speedometer, tire pressures. Great setup. I mean, these are very fast reacting systems on these now. We also have the full digital backup camera. And like I said, you got the full panoramic sunroof, power full sunroof shade. You can just push the button and it'll close halfway, or you can close it all the way. Like I said, it's power sliding rear window. You can just do the vent, and also you can do the auto open. You can have your dome lights on or off when the doors open. This is to drop the tailgate. And then also, we're turning the lights off in here. RAM Connect, you'll get with that. When you're Bluetooth and everything, you will have a subscription where you will have SOS if there's an emergency, or assist if you get like a check engine light or you have a question or something, certain things like that. You can adjust the way the camera mirror here is, the up and down and width and all that stuff also. Okay, really nice. HomeLink, garage door opener, you can program that in there also. Sorry, it's not focusing that good, but we're going to get her in here. And then we're going to come down to the other things. Center console, you got the top part. There's one of the manuals that comes with this, another USB plug there. This will flip up. You have another cubby here. Now, because it's TRX, it has the floor shifter. You can go regular, and you have the manual shift mode here. Nice metal, actual metal trim here. 2 cup holders, and close those off if you want with a carbon fiber lid. Wireless cell phone charger, more USB plugs for charging, 12 volt on top. That's pretty much a good spot for your radar detector. Like I said, dual zone automatic climate control, 12-inch screen. We've got the trailer brake controller along with all your auxiliaries. If you want to add some more, let's say, off-road Baja lights or things like that, there are pre-wired, so you can just actually go in under the hood and find the spot, wire it up to these auxiliary switches for you. Real quick, we'll go through the Uconnect 5, Bluetooth, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Of course, being a TRX, you have the performance pages. We haven't done much with this thing. You see the fastest been up to is about 48. So you can do all your testing here too. You can go into your gauges here again. You also have another little dyno here where you can actually see what it's doing as you're driving. More G-force meter, and then vehicle dynamics. We'll go back real quick here. Race options, we'll go in here. It is a full-size truck. Like I said, It's a Hellcat motor. You got launch control, 0 to 60, 4.5 seconds or better. I've seen them go better, stock. You can also turn on for your shift light. You can actually have it set for when you're manual shifting, I guess would be the best way to do it. So when it's going to shift and it wants you to, it's going to flash at you up on the dash, okay? And then race cooldown. What you'll do is if you've been Bajan or just racing it basically like that, you can have it set up in here so it stays running for a while and does the cooldown and everything, okay? So we're going to go back here. The last thing real quick, drive modes. We're going to go in here. So you have Sport, Custom, Tow, Mud and Sand, Rock, Baja, and then the Auto. So you can change it here or you can go down here through the different modes. So I'm going to hit the button to the right. Changes it to Custom, okay? It's going to also change what's going on up here. We'll go to the next one, Mud and Sand. Traction control shut off. Throttle response and everything is a little more, basically, you're in charge. Rock, it'll shift into 4 low. Turns off all the nannies so you can do some rock crawling. And then we'll go back over to Baja and everything. So, I mean, like I said, each one adjusts the transmission, transfer case, traction control, the steering, the throttle response, the way the transmission is going to shift and down, up shift and downshift. I mean, it's a great system. I'm going to just leave this one on auto. We'll go back here and then we'll get into some creature comforts real quick. Like I said, GPS nav. We've teamed up with TomTom on the Uconnect 5 system. This system works great. I've used it to deliver vehicles out to some people that are out in the rural areas. It's taken to me every front doorstep right away. I haven't had any problems not finding the right house. Go home again. Like I said, AM/FM stereo, Harman Kardon sound system. Surround sound, it's great stereo if you like your music. Other thing on the home pages, you can actually have additional screens. So what you can do is you have nav, radio, you swipe over, put your climate control there, or you can add in the widget to go to the performance pages, things like that. Like I said, dual zone climate control, heated cooled seats, front and back. Go past the nav again. Back real quick, Bluetooth, like I said, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. And then back to the vehicle, and then you got all sorts of different things. 360 camera. So you got your 360 camera on there. Great camera system real quick here. We'll go to the dashboard. That's where the performance pages were. Controls, auto dimming rearview mirror, different back to the cameras. And then settings, everything you can adjust the way you want it. Between safety and driving assistance to the navigation to the way the screen looks. I mean, everything is fully configurable the way you want it. Well, I guess I don't know what else I can say about this thing. I mean, this is a unit. I mean, these are fun to drive. We have a guy at work here that drives one, and like I said, he said it's the best investment he's ever made. He loves that truck. And on a side note, his wife drives a Hellcat Durango and F8 Green. So, yeah, they like their Hellcats. So if you have any questions on this, give me a call. It's Justin at ID Chrysler, 701-380-5590, or visit us on idchrysler.com. We do have this. On an additional note, we have this Havoc. It's our last one. I've got 2 TRX Lunar Editions on order. One has already been cleared for production, and the other order is just waiting to be done also. So I got 2 Lunar Editions coming. Those ones are in ceramic gray with then all the yellow in here that you see instead is in a blue color. It's going to be another great limited edition. Small numbers of those being built. So if you want one of those, call me and get a deposit on one of those and hold it for you until we can get it. But it's optioned out the way this one is with every option. And then the other one is going to be the same way the other previous Havoc we had. The only difference is it's going to have the side steps that would be on the bottom here. So you want a Havoc? We've got one for you. Or if you want a Lunar Edition, I got 2 of them coming. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Have a great day. Bye.